taking on the Pacific Steelers. So we'll be right back. Probably get underway here in the next 7 or so minutes. Welcome back, or welcome in for those just joining us. We've got under 3 minutes till the opening face-off. It's Roth St. Netherwood School there in green on the left, and then the Pacific Steelers in red on the right. Roth St. Netherwood 5-5 on the season, in 5th place of the 19U division. Their last game was their worst loss of the season, an 8-0 blowout at the hands of Stansted College. That's the only game they've played so far this weekend. They've got 2 today, playing Balmoral Hall. It's 2-0 so far this weekend. That's over at Ritter Arena at 4 o'clock, and then 10 a.m. tomorrow they play Northwood School. They had been on a nice hot streak, winning 3 for 4, and then just that tough loss yesterday. And so on the other side was November 18th against the Washington Pride. The two teams have faced off twice. In the first matchup, the Pacific Steelers actually beat Roth St. Netherwood 4-1. That was way back on October 14th. The second time the two teams met was December 16th, and RNS won 5-2. Back in that first meeting, the goals were scored on the RNS side from Sadie Brown. She had the sole goal. And then for Pacific, Maddie Ray had 1 goal, 1 assist. Caitlin Tong had a goal. Paige Brossard and Melissa Parton, as well as Sydney McKay, both had assists. And Stella Hong had 2 goals and an assist. In the more recent matchup, we saw for the Pacific Steelers, Maddie Ray got a goal there as well, and McKay had 1. On the other side, those 5 goals, Bethany Pitcher had a goal and an assist, and then Isabel Brennan with a goal, Lily Wilson with an assist. Keely McMaster 2 goals. Megan Mossy with an assist. And so we'll see which matchup today looks more like Game 2 getting go momentarily. We'll be back just in time for puck drop. Thanks for tuning in. Well, we are just about underway. RNS on the left in green once again. Pacific on the right in red. Both benches starting out with a lot of energy. And right off the draw, scoring chance for the Steelers, 2-on-1. And just narrowly missing the net right off the bat. I think that was Cassidy Bank. Bank has it now. And she's working behind, centering pass. And, this Steeler team has come out of the gate very strong. Centering again. And unable to get that one in was Stella Hong. Fighting along the boards, and eventually RNS comes up with it. It's Emily Thomas working it up, getting it back, but unable to get a clean entry. RNS slowing things down. Megan Mossy. And just out skating was Petra Klimes. She just wasn't quite able to get there in time for the icing, so we'll go back the other way. McKay in the circle alongside Daigle. And Daigle will win that one. RNS unable to maintain possession as they eventually do get it back. But again, another turnover. Fighting hard along the boards, and the hustle for the Steelers has given them some extended zone time early on. Another hold, and everybody losing track of it a little bit. It was Lawler who was keeping it in the zone. And now they'll look to reset. Freer had it, gives it up to Sadler, and they lose it in the neutral zone. Sadler recovers it. Now that's Sydney McKay along that side. McKay will dump it in. And Freer working on her own and gets the shot off, squeezed between the knee pads. And so we will reset. It's Emily Connell in net for RNS. She's started 4 games, got a 1-3 record. On the other side, Kennedy Lawson started 10 games, 1-9. RNS losing it in the neutral zone, but the Steelers will have to reset as that would have been offsides. And so now taking it up with speed is Megan Mossy. And she gets a nice shot off, but nobody to get that rebound in. Sohi of the Steelers bringing that one back. And eventually they get a clean zone entry. Not a whole lot of space to go. It's Brossard who had it. Lost it along the boards. Looks like Pacific will likely recover. And they do and bring it back to the point. Shot from the point. That was Maddie Ray. And after getting tangled up in the boards, Paige Brossard has it. It was loose out in front of the net. And Ray with the shot. And a great save by Emily Connell. It was a good shot from Maddie Ray. But eventually Connell was able to freeze that one up. .16:45 to go in the first. Shot and right into the arms of Connell. That shot came at the hands of Allie Lawler. On the bottom left of your screen, you see wearing 13 in red, Caitlin Tong. She has been the leader of this team with 9 goals and 17 points. And so getting her activated early on is going to be key for the Steelers. She also leads with 8 assists, so completely dominant across the stat sheet for Pacific. Scoring a little bit more distributed for RNS. Emily Thomas leads with 4 goals, but 4 RNS athletes have 3 goals. That's that's Daigle as well as Sadie Brown, Mossy, and Climbs. Good shot from Bank, deflected away. And RNS ends up dumping it in, getting a full new line on the ice. And resetting for the Steeler attack. Steelers only put 1 on that attack. That one was Caitlin Tong. And now she'll step up. So a full new line for them. Parton tried to enter the zone, but too much pressure on her as now Mossy working it in on her own, but not able to get a good shot off. RNS with control of the puck. And staying with it, RNS eventually has it tipped away. Jada Sadler. And that's Sydney McKay, who were working to bring that one out. It's right by the stick of Petra Climbs. And eventually gets poked out of the zone. .45 here left in the first. There will be just a 1-minute intermission after the first period. And then a longer one after the second as they resurface the ice. Steelers eventually getting a clear, and just off the corner of the screen, a full new set of legs. And RNS had it, but not a whole lot of room to go. Behind the net, that's Hillary Wood. And Hillary Wood with a nice backhand pass, but nobody there. And so working it up on her own was Caitlin Along. But it gets tipped away. That'll be sent all the way down for an icing. In the circle for the Steelers, it's Joanna Zhu going up against Lily Wilson. Zhu wins it, but the RNS squad is able to maintain possession. Lily Wilson fighting hard against the board to keep it in the offensive zone, but unable to maintain control. And so, once again, the Steelers with the zone entry centered, but unable to get a shot off, was Melissa Parton. Freer takes the shot, and trying for that deflection was Cassidy Bank. Bank putting on great pressure, able to get the hold somehow, but it's soon brought out. But that's definitely the kind of play that builds the energy here at this point in the game. Good zone entry opportunity for the Steelers, but unable to finish off that play was Stella Hong. She had a great move and just couldn't quite stop her momentum to get a clean shot off. Now RNS looking to exit their own zone, and they do, but no clean zone entry. And so after fending off some pressure, the Steelers come away with it, working through the neutral zone now. Freer will just dump that one in, and it gets covered up. We've got 11:53 to go here in the first period. Still scoreless. Face-off won by RNS. And that one dumped ahead. On the attack as Petra climbs and not quite able to connect. Believe that was Carell Daigle that she was looking for. And so RNS has it now back in their own defensive zone. And Megan Mossy works it up 2 climbs. Narrowly able to get back on side, but not enough support for Mossy. Working up with speed, but unable to get the shot off. That was Hillary Wood. And now it's Annie Audette working it quickly up back to Wood. But they lose it. So the Steelers, Sohi dips it off and gets it back, but it's a bit too far out in front of her. Fighting for it is Sohi. And it ends up back going past Freer, unable to get the zone, unable to get the hold, and Steelers end up with it in their own zone. Freer working it in as narrowly able to stay on sides was Sohi. And they're able to reset at the point. Shot deflected. And so he didn't see that one. So coming away with it was Mossy. And she will stick with it, work it up. A 3-on-2 breaking out. Mossy finds McMaster, gets the shot off. And that was a dangerous play as Kennedy Lonson had stopped it but didn't see exactly where it wound up. So it'll be an offensive zone faceoff for RNS with 9:54 to go in the first. Tangled up on the near boards as the Steelers struggling to keep the possession in their own zone. And finally able to get the clear. A good pass that Stella Hung just couldn't quite handle, but the Steelers do maintain possession, at least for now, and working up. And eventually back to the point. Working behind the net, but just barely able to get the hold was 15 in red, Melissa Parton. Parton trying for it now, tangled up. But RNS comes away with it and is able to chip it all the way down. Icing is the call. And so 8:45 to go in the first. We'll send it back the other way. Pacific putting up a fight on the forecheck, but eventually losing it. And that one will be sent to the right of Lonson. If you're just tuning in, we're still scoreless. Pacific Steelers in red on the right. On the left in green, it's the Rothsay Netherwood School. Pacific wins the draw but loses it early on. Climbs had it for a moment but couldn't finish anything on that attempt, so instead it's the Steelers taking it the other way. A nice pass up ahead, but not able to get a clean shot off. Looks like that was Jada Sadler. Ray and Brossard forming the back line of this unit for the Steelers. As Brossard getting that shot blocked by Climbs. Climbs has it now 2-on-1 for RNS. It's Climbs and Daigle. Climbs gets the shot off, but it's too high. Daigle has it now. And Paige Brossard trying to work it out. Eventually the Steelers able to get the clear. It looks like it is going to slow down, but still has enough on it for the icing. Steelers taking it out from behind their net. Tong looking ahead, finds Bank. But not quite able to catch up to it in time. Spins around and maintains possession, and now it's back at the point, working up. Now Bank has it. And Again, a little bit dangerous. It looked like the puck was covered up, but gets knocked out as it was right off the skate of McGigan, but no damage done for RNS. So they've got it in the offensive zone and turn it over. The Steelers. Bank able to exit the zone, trying to get that pass ahead, but not quite able to connect with Caitlin Tong. Again, Tong, the leader across the board for this Steelers squad. She leads in goals, assists, points, power play goals, power play assists, shorthanded assists, and the only category where she's beat is shorthanded goals, where Cassidy Bank has the only one. Les Carbo had it for a moment, but it gets out in front of her, and the Steelers have it behind their own net. Up to Lawler. She gets it out of the zone, gets the clear, so RNS has to reset. And they turn it back over. Losing it along the boards was Jada Sadler. She's helped out by Allie Lawler, but RNS gets it away from both of them. And now taking it up quickly is Lily Wilson, but unable to move towards that center lane. Zone hold for a moment, but eventually it comes back out, and Sophie Oliver pass it back to Emily McGeegan. Back to Oliver. Then Audette tries to get the pass up. She was looking for Oliver once again, but unable to find her. So, fresh line out for the Steelers. And able to block that shot, but dangerous, loose in the slot. Eventually got a shot off and frozen quickly by Kennedy Lonson. .421 to go in the first. Both teams looking to break in with that first goal of the matchup. And a live update, Shattuck St. Mary against Northwood School over at Ritter Arena, the home of Gopher women's hockey. They're tied up 0-0. That game started at the same time as this one. There have certainly been a few blowouts this weekend, but we've seen a lot of really great defense. RNS able to keep the zone through the faceoff. And the Steelers looking ahead to a 2-on-2. They will chip it in. And no icing Just barely reaching that one in time was Caitlin Tong. Slap shot from the point. It was loose for a moment in the slot, but batted away. It was pitcher who got that one out of the slot first. And now Mossy got it out of her own zone and up ahead. Found Furlong. Kate Furlong will just shoot that one off the side. And Audette working to keep it in the zone. It eventually slips past her. But now looking to enter a speed is Les Carbo. Steelers able to get the clear. Odette turns it over. Steelers 3-on-2, shot off, but once again, Emily Connell done a great job so far. So we just passed the 2-minute mark left in this first period. Still scoreless. Strange deflected shot that'll just go off the stick of Connell. But the Steelers have it in the slot, and that one was batted away as well. Eventually RNS able to get the clear. Looking ahead, good pass up that far side. Right now McKay had it. And loose in the crease. Unable to cover it up, but eventually RNS able to get it out, and Emily Connell gets back on her feet. This one will be retrieved by Sohi before getting all the way down for icing, and Sohi will block that out in front. So now the Steelers working through the neutral zone. It's Freer with it, tries to drag it through over to that center lane, but gets blocked off, and so the Steelers coming back through the neutral zone. They re-enter. Freer has it again. Didn't have a whole lot of room to go, but it's right in front of the net and in the crease. Looked like that was Caitlin Along who was working on that. No, that was Joanna Zhu. And now the Steelers turn it over behind their own net. Shot that went a little bit wide. Sohi. And that'll do it for period one. So we'll be back in just over a minute for period two. We're still scoreless here at 3M Arena at Mariucci. Welcome back. We are just about to get underway for period 2. Still in net is Lonson for the Steelers on your left, and on your right, Emily O'Connell for RNS. Scoreless first. A couple of great opportunities on both sides, but the goaltending has been superb early on. RNS has a chance here early behind the net. That was Climbs who was waiting right out in front. She's got it now. And they'll just send it around. Climbs looking to pick this one up and able to do just that, but gets tangled up with two defenders. Able to get it off to Freer. Freer behind the net. Circling, brings it back to the point. Mossy loses it. And the Steelers will have to retreat to their own zone to recover it. Some fresh legs for RNS. And they'll slow things down in their own zone. RNS had been working slowly, being careful to not turn it over, but off on the side. Looks like we're going to have a neutral zone face-off. Not clear exactly what happened there, didn't catch it. But we're headed back to center ice. And the Steelers winning the face-off. McKay pursuing it for the Steelers along the boards, but Hillary Wood has control. Hillary Wood has Kate Furlong up ahead. Furlong gets tripped up and offsides. You saw that dangerous near trip. But we'll still just have that neutral zone face-off. Lily Wilson not able to get that one away for RNS, but they still get it into the opposing zone. And trying to work it up for the Steelers was Jada Sadler, but it got lost along the way. Mossy brings it up. Got off to Odette. And now with the shot, but saved. That was Mossy. And the Steelers able to clear, but turn it right back over. This one will go all the way back for icing. We've got 17-13 to go here in the second. Still scoreless. Steelers come away with it off the draw, trying to work quickly, but forced to that outside lane, centering it, and a great scoring chance there from Parton. Almost got the assist, but tapped out of the way at the last second. Right now, Sadie Brown passing it up the boards, and Brown gets it back. Collision along the boards, and It looks like RNS. Sadie Brown comes up with it, gets the shot off, sails just wide of the goal. And the Steelers send it around. Melissa Parton gets the pass all the way up. And so we will dump that one in and go off for a change. And it's a new line for the Steelers. Pacific holding the zone. And Audette's the one who broke up that play. Those climbs on that attempt. And that one will get sent off above the glass into the seats. And so this is going to be coming back to the neutral zone. 15:50 here to go. Climbs. Loses it on the boards, but gets to hit it back along the side. Unable to get there was her teammate Audette. Almost able to get the hold, but now a chance for the Steelers. Bank has it, but a good defensive play by Megan Mossy. Now we'll go all the way down and come back to the RNS zone. Maddie Ray dumps it off, and that shot from Stella Hong is blocked. Bank fighting for it, and Hong trying to swoop in and help her. But on the other side, Hillary Wood is going to take advantage of that. Hillary Wood racing up and gets the shot off, gets a rebound, but RNS not able to finish. All the way back, now it's Hillary Wood with it down low, and shot that goes straight across, and it's going to be a good chance here for the Steelers. Caitlin Tong has it, but gets pushed too far out wide. A good defense by RNS on that play, eventually able to strip it away from Tong. RNS with a little mix-up in the neutral zone. We'll just send it down and get the line change as the icing sends it back the other way. 14:04 to go here in the second. Checking back in across the street. Still 0-0 for Shattuck St. Mary against Northwood. Zone held for the Steelers. Scoring chance here, but a great defense as Jada Sadler was left all alone. Puck may still be loose in the crease. Hard to say exactly where it is, but the ref finally comes in and blows it dead. And so with some fresh lines for RNS, they'll face off in their own zone. The Steelers come away with it, but unable to get a shot off with some good defense from Caroline Gallant. And racing up ahead, it's Emily Thomas. Gets the shot off, but it's deflected and sails high. Sophie Oliver trying to bat that one around. Eventually, it's Sohi who gets that one back to Freer. Freer, dangerous pass off the skate of Emily Thomas. And eventually able to get that one was Jada Sadler. She was able to tip it, but not able to fully tame it as she tried a centering pass, but unable to connect. And so RNS now headed the other way, loses it in the neutral zone, picked up by Lawler. So he getting back on the ice as the Steelers, with a chance, got a rebound, but nobody there to pick it up. This will exit the zone. Heavy pressure. Two are on Melissa Parton, but she was able to get that one off as, once again, the Steelers looking to re-enter the zone. Maddie Ray gets tangled up behind the net. Petra Climbs comes away with it and is able to, at least for a moment, shake off her defender. Sadie Brown all alone. Sadie Brown, backhand, not quite able to score. Gets the pass to the center, and it was just lost among a sea of skates. Trying to get that one back towards the net was Isabel Brennan, but her shot is wide. And so RNS will settle for that shot, get an offensive zone face-off as they're starting to put a bit more pressure on Kennedy Lonson here with 11:32 to go in the second period. RNS nearly turning it over and eventually gets it back. It's Bethany Pitcher who's fighting to keep that possession and gets it up ahead to Furlong. Furlong forwards it up to Hillary Wood. Wood circling, not seeing anything. Keeps moving around and gets a little lost in the skate. Wood still fighting for it and loses it up the other side to Freer. Bank tips that one out of the zone. Stella Hong 2-on-1. It's Hong and Tong. But Hong not able to do anything with that as RNS now has it back in their own zone. We'll see who gets around to it. The Steelers reclaim the puck. And it looks like Bank is going to reach this one behind the net, but gets out in front of her. And a good hold as the Steelers are able to keep it in the offensive zone. That was Caitlin Tong on the hold. RNS trying to chip it out, but unable to get a break. Right now, Hong is 77 in red, fighting up along that board. Gets some help from Allie Lawler. And another hold. RNS getting exhausted, but finally able to get it out of their own zone. Icing, but they're still able to get the shift off. And it looks like a completely new line for RNS. We're at the 9:26 mark. Still scoreless. RNS looking ahead, unable to connect on that pass. Megan Mossy has it back, working up on her own. Megan Mossy gets the shot off, but it's blocked right away. That was Balasescu who got right in the way of Mossie's opportunity. Steelers working it up. Sadler had it, but didn't have any help and lost it. And RNS able to get out of the zone and get it up to Sophie Oliver. Sophie Oliver dumps it out and will step off. Full new set of legs, but that transition had a tough time as the Steelers had an opportunity, able to catch up to it though. And it's Sadie Brown who got that one out. Now 3 from RNS entering the zone, working along behind, and we'll bring it back up to the point. It's McGuigan who got that shot off, but not able to get the deflection, and it comes back to her. Out in front with the shot that was sent wide, that was McMaster. Sadie Brown setting it back up, but that gets clear, and so McGuigan will retreat. She'll send it through and step off the ice. Three new skaters for RNS, but after that clear, they'll get a full 5. We've got just under 7:30 to go in this second period. Great defensive and goaltending game on both sides. RNS working out of their own zone and able to enter as Climb. She gets the shot off, saved by Kennedy Lonson. And with under 7 minutes, both teams still trying to break this thing open. Behind the net, Daigle loses it. Freer gets it for a second, but RNS able to come back up with it. It's Daigle. And gets the pass off. One pass away from Climbs with a empty net on her side. RNS is able to get the hold though. And that one off Daigle as the Steelers pick it up. Rushing in for the hold and just barely able to get it was Annie Audette. It's fighting along the boards. The Steelers are able to get the clear, and retreating is Sadie Brown. Trying to get that ahead was Hillary Wood. Bethany Pitcher tried to get it, but was boxed off that center lane. Pitcher still has it, gets the pass off, shot saved. Good attempt from Kate Furlong, but Kennedy Lonson eating that one up. Both games right now knotted up at 0. And a scoring chance here as that great effort from Stella Hong ends up with Emily Connell. Pass up far ahead and almost had a breakaway, Kate Furlong. Right now it's Hillary Wood, one-on-one, working past, just not quite enough space to make a play there. She was too far off to the side. Hillary Wood gets it back, but tangled up along the boards, and this one will narrowly be held in, but eventually cleared. Up on the other side, Bank trying to tame that one, and gets it back. Waiting, no offsides. Bank working it up by herself and just sends that one across. Here to retrieve it is Melissa Parton, but unable to do so as RNS gets there first. It's Katie Furlong and goes straight for the shot. Rebound that they couldn't quite get, so Pacific working it up on their own. Caitlin Tong trying to work through traffic, but gets it taken away. Gallant working it up. Daigle with the shot off the knee pads. Daigle gets it back. Daigle lost it. A nice hold there on that side by Sadie Brown. And that tip sent just wide. So Pacific exiting their zone. Putting up a good fight is Caitlin Tong and Bank, but RNS comes away with it. It's Corel Daigle who had that shot. Now RNS still maintaining the zone pressure, and that one is finally frozen with just over 4 minutes to go. RNS maintaining the zone. Slap shot from way out. Blocked and rebound gotten by her teammate. And Wilson still has it. Drops it back, but unable to take care of that one was Emily Somerville. Wilson working it back up on her own. Left two defenders on the ice. Will send that one wide. And trying to hold the zone was Somerville. Wilson tangled up along the boards. And that's McMaster right now who's tangled up as Wilson steps off the ice. RNS, a good job maintaining control of the puck right here and putting together some sort of offense. We'll see what they can do. Just 3 minutes to go in this second period, still knotted up. And that one will not reach icing, and so Emily McGeegan worked that one up the side and eventually gets tangled up, and Kennedy Lonson decides to just freeze it. 2:40 to go, tied at 0. RNS called for a hand pass, and so this one will come out of the zone. Looks like there's a bit of confusion over what happened, but neutral zone face-off coming up. And an update from Ritter Arena, Shattuck St. Mary trailing 2-1 to the Northwood School. Pacific setting up, and shot that couldn't quite get the tip from A-Long. And so RNS gets this one in the neutral zone, climbs fighting for it, loses it. And going the other way, it's Valasescu who had it. RNS turning it right back over, narrowly evading the offsides. Shot sent off the blocker. That shot was from Sohi. And RNS trying for a pass all the way along the far side. And it sneaks its way through. Hillary Wood tries to hold off her defender and sweep across the goal, but not quite able to do so. Megan Mossy works it in backhand, maintains possession for a little bit, but loses it eventually, as getting the hold there was Sadie Brown. Wood works it back up high, Mossy gets the shot off the knee pad. Sadie Brown gets the rebound. Rebound slips just past, or the pass, slips past Bethany Pitcher, and they're tangled up. Pitcher and Wood for RNS in the boards. On the other side, it's Brossard is off to the side. And it looks like that was Tong. No, that was Zhu who was tangled up with it. Loose in the crease, covered up by Kennedy Lawson. .35 to go here in this second period. RNS trying to get on top. And another frozen puck. 22.4 to go. Well, defense and goaltending has been the story so far today. Caitlin Tong working it up with just 13 seconds to go. They'll have to work fast. RNS coming the other way, gets pushed along to that far side, and so 5 seconds. Looking for a centering pass out front from behind the net, but nowhere to go, and that'll do it. So we're still scoreless heading into our second intermission. We'll be back after they resurface the ice with more. Welcome back for period 3. We're still all knotted up here at 3M Arena at Mariucci. Something interesting that I saw during that intermission, not sure if it was true during the first two. Kennedy Lonson, the Steelers goaltender, was sitting isolated right next to the rink and just looked laser focused. So I'm guessing that's some sort of shutout routine, because she has been remarkable today. She's still looking for her first shutout of the year, as is Emily Connell on the other side. In fact, neither of these teams have had a shutout victory. And so the face-off is won by the Steelers. Bank tried to get that one ahead up to Tong, but it gets lost along the way. Recovering it is Brossard. And RNS regains control off the knee pads of Kennedy Lonson. And now Climbs working with it along the board. Climbs getting it back to Daigle behind the net, coming out from around and gets it back to the point. McGeegan gets the shot off and it's batted down. Not able to cover it up though is Lonson. And Climbs working along the side, quick shot, gets tipped up and over. And Burgoyne handed that one off. Right now, racing back for the puck. Steelers putting on some significant pressure. 1-0, but eventually poked from behind. Caitlin Tong not able to finish that one. A little slow to get up, but she's getting back into the action. And looks like Maddie Ray went down hard. And so it'll be icing. Looks like she banged up her knee, had a lot of trouble getting up, and is going back onto the bench, limping a little bit. We will keep you updated on her. Hopefully she's okay. And so after a pass across the crease, the Steelers are fighting for it along the boards. It's Jada Sadler from the Steelers trying to get it on the other side. Katie Furlong is able to get it back to Hillary Wood. Hillary Wood, centering pass, lost among a couple of skates, trying to poke it through, but narrowly missing. Looks like that was McGeegan. No, sorry, that was Kate Furlong. And dangerous play, as that loose puck, Megan Mossy was almost able to break the tie with, but eventually it'll just be a slap shot, rebound, but no damage done. The Steelers trying to exit the zone and eventually able to do so, as Lawler loses it and gives up that turnover in the neutral zone. Mossy trying to work it ahead, gets it stripped away from her. It's Sydney McKay who's not able to get the shot off. Freer goes along that far side to Zhu. Zhu enters the zone. 2 defenders on her, 3 tries to get the shot off, but it's blocked along the way and sent wide. Entering a 1-on-3 and going down as Gallant. And there's a delayed offsides, and so the Steelers will regroup. And entering the zone, taking that shot, was Paige Brossard. That's Maddie Ray, so it looks like, thankfully, she is okay. After she went down a bit hard earlier, Ray taking it up, gets the shot off, pushed to the side by Emily Connell. Brossard with the shot and sent wide, and so Ray's going to have it back at the point and shoots it right behind the net. RNS eventually able to come away with it and get some fresh legs. It's Climb that's going up to fight for it now, and Climbs gets it, working up the side, but slows down, doesn't see anything. Centering pass, not able to connect. And Pacific will clear the zone. That's Bank in pursuit right now. But RNS able to evade her and start the drive. They lose it heading into the zone, but regain it back in the neutral zone and try to reset, but Bank is able to force that turnover. Bank getting out of the way for Zhu to get that one up. No, that was Basilescu. And Freer fighting for it along the boards. Eventually it gets taken back, and the Steelers regroup. Caitlin Tong surveying. Found Thomas off the board, and that one's going to be covered up. 14:10 to go in regulation. Still tied up at 0. Once again, covered up, down to 14 to go. Great defenses, but this game once again has been highlighted by the goaltending. A good hold, but eventually losing the zone was Melissa Parton. Parton had been very prominent through the first 2 periods. Hasn't taken up quite as much space since. And Ray recovers in her defensive zone. Pacific working up the side, getting tangled up with one another. And we'll just chip that one back in and regroup. That pass tipped by Sydney McKay, and the Steelers come away with it. That pass too far out in front for Jada Sadler. And it'll be sent around the boards. Ray finding it first and sending it all the way the other way. McGeegan finds McMaster, gets sent back, but RNS in clear control. And so RNS winning that draw, but eventually turning it over as that shot tipped off the goal. Chance here for Pacific, and a rebound that can't be settled. It was Sydney McKay who eventually collected that rebound, but it's headed all the way the other way. It was tipped, and so starting back fresh are the Steelers. They got it turned over, but eventually regain it. Four on two. And RNS not able to do anything. A very good defense by Balasescu. Sohi gets it taken away. 1-on-1, it's McGeegan. 2-on-1 maybe, shot wide. And gets tripped up on the way back. As she's getting back into the play, Climbs is putting pressure and takes it out front, covered up by Kennedy Lonson. We're at 11-12 here to go in regulation. And it's looking like a really even match so far. RNS shot from the point, covered up, and so we'll have another face-off. Well, one thing that this incredible defense and goaltending has done is both teams are absolutely exhausted. And, you could hear the energy coming in early in the game, and it's going to take some scoring to rekindle that fire. Brossard finds the pass, but a great job blocking it by Brennan. And so Climbs now working 1-on-2, unable to do anything with it. Bank passes far up ahead and tangled up along the boards. As the Steelers do come away with it, working around that side. But it gets knocked away from Melissa Parton as the Steelers recover. Working in, shot off, and a high glove save. Ray trying to get her 6th goal of the season. No, sorry, that was Paige Brossard trying to get her 4th. As she'll now step off and bank in the circle. Loses it to Hillary Wood. Pass up ahead, tipped, but Hillary Wood gets it up, but just off sides is Kate Furlong. And so that will come down to the RNS side of the neutral zone. Pacific with the dump and chase. And they're able to recover on that far side, but turn it right back over. RNS working into the offensive zone. Not a whole lot of room to go. And just trapped up against that corner was Hillary Wood. Both goalies, but especially Kennedy Lonson, has done a fantastic job of getting close up against that post. There's been a lot of pucks that have been just outside that corner because the center lane hasn't been open for most of the game. And Lonson has consistently been there to stop all of those threats. RNS able to get it back in their own zone after it was a bit of a scramble for the puck, but turning it right back over. Backhand gets tipped away. Shot from the point, gloved by Emily Connell. Just 8:50 to go here in the third. Working along back. That was Sohi. Now it's brought back to the point and just deflected as Pacific finally loses it and RNS works out of their own zone. That pass too far ahead for Emily Thomas, but she gets it off the board. And Lawson, hugging that left post as the Steelers fight for it in their own zone. Unable to slow it down. The shot, and it's sent just high and wide. RNS still with possession in the offensive zone. And working it in, one of the best chances in quite a while for Sadie Brown, just not quite able to get an opening. And so with just over 7:30 to go in the third, RNS takes it out of their own zone, gets a little tripped up, but Climbs gets it back in the neutral zone. Climbs, working on her own off to the side, gets the centering pass. She was looking for Daigle, but can't find her. Pass tipped away, and so the Steelers will go for a change as RNS struggles to get it out of their own zone. They eventually do, and it goes all the way down. That'll be an icing, and it'll come straight back. An update on Northwood Shattuck. Northwood still leads 2-1 late in the third period. And coming away with that shot, that was Caitlin Tong, trying to be the first on the board. 6:45 to go. Tong has it, tries to get the pass off, but a good defense breaking that play up as Hillary Wood now working it up. Wood losing it around the back, but it's picked up by Bethany Pitcher. Pitcher surveying, can't find anywhere to go. And now for the Steelers, it's Brossard working it up on her own, gets it lost, but picked up by Tong. And that gloved out of the air, and the shot from Hong is blocked. And so the Steelers slowing things down. Brossard with the shot gets once again blocked by McGeegan, and this will exit the zone as a completely new line for RNS. Balasescu is there in red, but loses it back behind the net. And RNS still fighting for it along the boards. Behind the net, has it. Finds that pass, but gets tangled up in the skates. Now it's the Steelers looking for a drive of their own. 5:15 to go in the third period. Bank gets there first behind the net, but has no help. Centering pass out front. And it's the first goal of the game with 5:09 to go. Caitlin Tong. And what a goal for Caitlin Tong off the assist from Cassidy Bank. Such a strong hustle on that play to secure it behind the net and gets that great pass out front in the low slot. So the scoreless tie finally broken up with just 5 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the game. Emily Connell still looking at one of her best outings of the year, as on the other side, Lawson could have her first shutout. Tied up behind Lawson. And eventually RNS comes away with it. Pass that they're just barely able to hold in the zone. And a rebound that was dangerously in front of the crease, but eventually picked aside. And a delayed penalty there. As heading to the box right now, it's Emily Thomas. So not what you want to see if you're RNS. After just giving up that first goal, going on the penalty kill. Well, with that goal, Caitlin Tong is still in first place for the Steelers, 10 goals. And was looking to add another there. As we see what the Steelers power play unit can do. Working up along the side was Maddie Ray. But too powerful on that one. It'll come all the way back. 1:30 to go in the penalty. And there will be about 2:10 back at even strength. Hillary Wood on her own. Makes one defender miss, but eventually it's gotten by Freer. And she's able to re-enter the offensive zone. Nobody there to help her so far, so she'll go all the way back to the point. And finds Bank. Bank with the shot. Tipped wide. Freer has it again. And this time Ray can't get the hold. It's batted away, but they're able to maintain possession. 48 seconds left on the kill. As Bank enters the zone and gets tangled up along the boards. It was Bank and Tong fighting for that one, but RNS comes away with it. Slowing down, working along that boards and getting tangled up along that far side. There's just 23 seconds to go in the penalty. And that was a great heads-up play by Bethany Pitcher to kill another 10-15 seconds off. And so 10 seconds to go, maybe one last shot for the Steelers. And that'll do it, but RNS just barely able to stop that one. Streaking up ahead, it was Emily Thomas. They almost got it off to her right as she was getting out of the box, but it got intercepted along the way. So just under 2 minutes for RNS to tie this thing up. Trailing 1-0 after that goal from Caitlin Tong, her 10th of the year. And it looks like headed to the net is Emily Connell. On the ice is Hillary Wood, but the Steelers almost had it in the neutral zone. So 1:27 left. And down in pain on that side. Looks like that's Somerville. And so she'll step off. She's looking to get back. There's still nobody in net. And just narrowly missing the empty net goal. And so there are just 5. There were only 5 players for Rothsay. Even though they had their empty net, eventually they were able to figure that out. And now they're back onto the 6-on-5. A great block. Perhaps the defensive play of the game for Brossard as Freer shoots and goes off the post on the empty net. You saw her a little frustrated with herself after that. Just so close. And that centering pass picked up and a great opportunity off the corner, trying to sneak it around and eventually able to put it in. The game-tying goal. And what a great way to tie this thing up from Kate Furlong. She's had a very dominant night. Even though this is her first time on the stat sheet, she has been great. And with their goalie pulled and 24.6 seconds to go, we may be headed to OT. Kate Furlong, her second goal of the season, just her third point, ties this thing up. Looks like the Steelers are going to mostly let the clock tick away as they dump it into the offensive zone. 10 seconds to go. And that will do it for regulation. Stay tuned. We've got overtime coming up. It's a good one here today at 3M Arena at Mariucci. Well, we're back for some 3-on-3 overtime. It has been a great matchup with both of those goals coming in the last 5 minutes of regulation. Taking the face-off for the Steelers is Caitlin Tong, and she will lose it to Hillary Wood. And just a couple of seconds in, this one's over with the game winner. I believe that was Melissa Parton. I'll get that confirmed for you in just a second. But 13 seconds into overtime, and that may be the fastest overtime winner we have seen so far this weekend. And yes, it looks like that was Melissa Parton. And so 13 seconds in, what a way to end this one. 2-1 after that late tying goal from RNS. And so stay tuned. We've still got more of this full day of hockey today. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you back later with the JWHL.